Hey guys, what's going on? It's Riley here with Canadian Dividend Investing, and welcome to another episode where I show you my full portfolio and my stock buys for the week. Today we are going to be investing in both of our TFSA and FHSA accounts, and if you haven't already, just know that January 1st we did get more contribution room into both of those accounts, so this is obviously dependent on your age if you're old enough to invest, but $8,000 into the FHSA account, which is your first time home buyers account, as well as $7,000 into the TFSA, which is your tax-free savings account. So without further ado, the total portfolio is up to $128,937. We're up $11,000 or 9% all time. I believe that these gains aren't, obviously don't have or take into account the cash account. So we're actually probably up a little bit higher than that. So we'll go to the individual accounts here and I'll show you what I'm buying for today. So in the TFSA, we're up to $83,899. We're up 13% or $9,873 all time. In the past year, we're up 11%, past 3 months, 13%, past month, 2%. Weekly, this is obviously skewed a little bit. We're not up 4,000%, and on a daily basis, or today, we're up 0.32% or $267. So the past 3 months have been very, very good in the stock market. Again, with my different accounts, we still have about 4,000 or 5,000 in contribution room in each account. So we have $1,000 to play with today into the TFSA, and I'm going to actually be buying two stocks for you guys. Those of you guys saying I only buy VFV. We're going to mix it up a little bit today, and I'm going to increase my position. I know I mentioned it in the last video, into QQC.F. So this follows the NASDAQ 100 index, follows a lot of tech in the US industry. Obviously very, very small yield, but growth rate is fairly substantial. I think it's my best performing stock in the portfolio. Total, we're up 32% or $2,300 all time. So we're going to be buying two shares of this into our TFSA. 2 shares, and then perfect, review, submit order. Perfect. Okay, so 2 shares of QQC.F, and I know a lot of you have been asking why QQC.F and not just QQC. QQC follows the American dollar, so it'll fluctuate within the American dollar. QQC.F is Canadian hedge, or it follows the Canadian dollar. Realistically, is it going to make a huge difference one versus the other? No. I'm just sticking with the Canadian dollar. It's honestly personal preference. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or anything, just shoot me a message in the comments, or maybe if there's something that I don't know, let me know, or if QQC is the better option in your opinion. So, and then without further ado, for everyone else, I didn't forget about VFV. We're going to continue to buy into VFV. So let's see how many shares. Again, really loving this max share that you can kind of perform here with the Wealthsimple. It just makes my life a little bit easier in trying to guesstimate how many shares I can buy. Okay, awesome. So that's 2 shares of QQC.F as well as 7 shares of VFV into the TFSA. Now let's hop over to the FHSA account, and we're going to be continuing to buy into cash ETF. Like I said, like I always say, if it's not broken, why fix it? These different stocks have been working for me, so again, I'm going to continue investing in them. Let's trade here. Let's buy a little bit more cash ETF. We're going to go max buy here. So about 20 shares of cash ETF into the FHSA. Again, as I mentioned before, because we have a shorter time horizon of potentially buying a property, which is kind of 2 to 3 years, this is a little bit more of a safer play. I know I'm guaranteed to get that 5% yield, 5.04% yield, rather than putting it into the S&P, where it can be a little bit more volatile. Now, I did answer one of the comments, and they were saying, what's the time horizon of investing in cash ETF versus something like a VFV into the TFSA, or sorry, not the TFSA, the FHSA. Basically, if it's a 5 years plus, I would consider potentially putting it into VFV following the S&P 500, but because it's less than 5 years, and I would recommend you guys do the same, it's just a safer play to put it in something like cash ETF. So anyways, just to recap, again, the portfolio is up to $128,000. We invested today in QQC.F, VFV, as well as cash ETF in both our TFSA and FHSA accounts. I'm going to jump over to my Blossom app account so you guys can see how much the portfolio has been accruing with dividends. So we'll check back in 2 seconds. Hey guys, welcome back. Here is my Blossom account. If you haven't already, go follow me at Canadian Dividend Investing or at Riley. All links are in the description as well for Wealthsimple Trade if you haven't downloaded that already. But anyways, let's go to the dividend forecast here. So on an annual basis, we're making about $2,963 in dividends. On a monthly basis, $246, and on a daily basis, we made it past that $8 mark. We're up to $8.12 in dividends. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned to next week for our next video where we kind of increase our positions in both of our TFSA and FHSA. And then, like I said, we'll check back in and go from there. Hope you guys have a great day and happy investing.